Hey guys, I'm gonna do a pink version of this set called Midnight Circus, which is like a unicorn set from 2017. I'm doing pink because it's October, and for October, if you didn't know, I only do pink manis. So, but for this month, I'm gonna try and do only pink Halloween manis. All right, so to do this, well, I'm gonna replace the purple here on the stripes with this pink stripe instead that I'll add. And then for the orange squares, I'm gonna replace it with this color, Pink Paradise, which is perfect because this is actually a breast cancer awareness set. Okay, so to do this, I prep my nails with just Silver Lust on these 3 fingers. I know it looks crazy with these other 2. You'll see why later, why I didn't put Silver Lust on here yet, okay? So to build a checkerboard nail, I'm going to use Clear as Day as my base, which is right here, okay? And I'm going to start with the black, making black horizontal lines, okay? And then I'm going to place them on the strip horizontally. And I always put my strips on top of a bigger piece of wax paper just so that it's easier to maneuver instead of like this little backing here, which is just too small. I kind of cut this at an angle, so I don't know if this is going to work. I might be able to just fix it really quickly. You know what? I just don't want to. I'm just going to start a new one. First, let me make it more horizontal. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, wait, it's still not, there's still like a little wrinkly. Okay. All right, there we go. So I will start, finally. You got to try and get the squares to be the same size as best as possible. I just tend to just eye it. But if you want, you can take a ruler and mark off little lines so you know exactly where to cut. If your hand either isn't steady or like you you know, you're just not good at eyeing equal sizes. Okay? All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna lay it on, where's that Clear as Day? Just lay it on this way. And then you can cut the excess off later, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do the next one. This is a little off. It can be off maybe a teeny bit, but if you want your squares to all line up really well, you gotta really do your best to make sure that it doesn't taper out, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna fix it because I can tell just a tiny bit that it's a little bit off. Okay. And when you place this on here, make sure the distance is the space between the stripes has to be as thick as the stripes themselves, okay? So just, again, like, I'm just gonna eye it. Okay. I think that's good. All right, so I'm gonna keep going and doing that, and I'm just gonna pause so you don't have to, I'll just do one more, why not? And then I'll pause it from there and do it off camera. All right, I'll do the rest off camera. Okay, so I have my strip. And by the way, I learned this method from Tamara, so I just got to give her credit for either coming up with this or, I don't know, showing it, and where I saw it on her Instagram, and it's like, it's the best thing. I'm going to cut the excess off just because I don't want to deal with sticky nonsense. And here as well. And having good sharp scissors is like key, okay? I like Cutter Bee. They're just so sharp. They're easy to use. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm gonna then, I think, hold on, let me just get all these gunky gunk off. Okay, now we're gonna cut these vertically, okay? You know, I'm not gonna cut it yet. I'm just gonna do my pink paradise ones first, and then I'll cut it vertically together at the same time. Just because I want a place to place this when I'm done. You'll see what I mean. All right, so now we're gonna do the pink paradise one. It's the same exact process. I'll just do a couple stripes and then you can understand from there. Okay, so here we go. Using the same, oh wait, I need wax paper because if I cut this off here, I won't be able to peel it off easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. I'm just gonna get rid of this annoying tab. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on another piece of wax paper. All right. Okay. So trying following the same thickness as best I can. Let me just compare to make sure it's the same. I mean, it looks the same to me, right? Okay. Honestly, I'm not trying to be annoying, but it was like a millimeter too thick, or like half a millimeter. You're like, what? Half a millimeter? How do you even discern that? But just from experience. Okay, that's better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. And I'm just going to do the rest off camera now, okay? All right. Okay, so I got my two strips, and you could see if I line them up that it's pretty darn, you know, sorry, I'm off camera, I suck. It's pretty darn close in terms of like the spacing, okay? All right, so now I'm going to start cutting the strip vertically, all right? And I'm going to try and cut it so that I make a square as I cut it. If I cut it here, that's obviously a rectangle to the right of my scissor. So I'm going to do the best to make it a square. Just going to do my best. I'm just going. I should have put this on a piece of wax paper. Whoops. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't mess up by not putting on a piece of wax paper. Am I going to be able to grab this thing off? Oh, God. Let me see. Oh, pooey. Okay, here we go. All right. So now I'm going to put this on, what's it called? Silver Lust. I'm looking at it now and it's a square, but it needs to be like really precise for it to just line up properly. So I'm just going to cut like the smidgiest of smidges off. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on Silver Lust. The one that I'm going to be putting on my ring finger. Let's just do my ring finger right now. Okay, so here's the strip I'm going to be using. Okay, I'm going to take off the plastic thing. Where's my horizontal piece? Okay, so I'm going to just lay this. Wait, hold on, let me think. Okay, so if this looks like this. Just do it like that. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and then do a pink stripe thing. Pink. Hold on, let me get this off the wax paper this time. And put it on actual wax paper, not the strip backing. Okay. Again, try your best to make a square. And if you're off, it's okay because like you saw me do it, I can look here and it's quite close, but it's just off by just a super tiny amount. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this piece and I'm going to put it on this here, but see how I line up the squares to, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I line them up to make a checkerboard. Like that, okay? So I'm going to repeat off camera, okay? Okay, so here is the finished strip. Hold on, I just Drop the scissors. I'm gonna trim the excess off, and then I'm gonna apply the nail, and then that'll be done. Okay. All right. Make sure it looks good. Hold on. Okay, there's nothing nice and clean. I just didn't want to do it all the way just because it's just a waste of time. And I could save my squares for my other piece or something, you know? Okay. I'm just making sure that all the excess is off. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right. So I'm gonna take off the tab. Might be hard because I have a lot of the horizontal on it, if that makes sense. The horizontal, you know, I mean, hopefully I don't have to explain myself. Hope you just understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna therefore cut around so I could place it nicely on my nail. I'm not cutting any of the silver lust. I'm just cutting off the extra pieces of the horizontal squares that hung over silver lust. That's what I'm trying to say. The words were escaping me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna apply. All right. Okay, push down, all that good stuff. All right, so when you have like multiple layers on top of your strip, perforating is gonna be a little tough. You can still do it. It's just, you know, sometimes I actually just use a nail clipper. I don't know what's gonna happen here because of the way the squares are. They're just kind of, I gotta push really hard to perforate this. Okay, got that part off. And then any like excess that you just either can't perforate because it's too thick, like I don't even want to, it's not even pulling off. I'm just gonna cut it with a nail clipper. Okay. But for now, I'll just push it all down so you see what it looks like. And then you can worry about any excess after, okay? All right, so that is that nail at least. The others, the stripes, they're so easy, but I guess I can just do it on camera, I think. And it's not fair for me to say it's easy, so I take that back. Because for some people, it might not be easy, so I don't want to say it like that, okay? And like make anyone feel bad. It's easy for me just because of how many times I've done this, you know? The first time I did it, it was certainly not easy, okay? All right, I need a piece of wax paper to maneuver better. So this is Flora Flash, which I love so much. This is like I think this is my favorite neon. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out thin stripes to put on my other fingers, okay? All right, so, okay, here we go. These are pretty thin. They're thinner than the squares. Okay, and then I'm gonna make it, let's see, I gotta think. I'll have this going down my nail vertically. So because I want to do that, I need to make this end, sorry, I'm gonna need to make this end match my nail here. So it's the middle, the center of the, aligned on the center of the nail. You have a curved nail bed thing there. So therefore I'm gonna make this end just like slightly curved, like barely, like you can't even tell that it's curved, but it is. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and place that just right on my fingernail. Is that straight? Okay, looks straight to me. Well, it's on, so whatever. All right, and then same thing. Now we're gonna do the black on both ends. Again, I'm taking off, putting on a piece of wax paper, getting rid of this annoying tab. This video is much longer than I wanted it to be. I'm so sorry. You guys are like, shut up! Just finish already. Okay. Okay. let's see if I put that here. Oh, that's pretty. No, wait, that's, no. It needs to be not as curved. I think that's good. And if it's not, I'll perforate later, you know? Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. You get the gist. All right, so I'm done for today. You'll see the finished product as the thumbnail of this video, and you can see it on my Instagram. And if you have any questions on how to do anything, or if you want to join my VIP group and get some, you know, nice hookups, or see what retired sets I have in my crazy stash, yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Bye.